Hi, my name's Tom Walker. I'm from Nottingham. I'm applying for the film and television course, and this is my interview. Thank you. The reason I applied for University of Central Lancashire, I looked at many similar courses, all to do with film, although I found that the majority of the courses to do with film also were offered in conjunction with TV, and I'm not really a big fan of TV. Another reason was the facilities that you offer for the whole filmmaking process, which I enjoy, but particularly post-production, because I'm a fan of editing. I made a short film myself, music video, and my favourite part of it was definitely the editing process. I also asked around friends and family members to see if anybody had studied there before. I knew somebody that studied at your university who said it rated it very highly. My friend actually studied at St Martin's University down the road at Lancaster. So I've been up a couple of times when he was at university a few years ago to visit him. I really liked the city. We came to Preston for a night out. It was really nice. To be a place I'd be quite happy to spend 3 years learning my trade in the film industry. My biggest attribute would be probably that I'm a perfectionist, which I know is a bit of a cliche, but I think in this industry it definitely helps. For instance, I've part of my college course, I've made a short film, I've made a documentary, I've made a music video, and also an advert. In each of these instances, it was the post-production that took the most time-consuming. This is where you can be the most artistic with your work. I've had times where I've had a scene and I've been nearly finished, and then I've just not been happy with it, so I think nothing of scrapping the whole thing and starting again. So definitely being a perfectionist when it comes to editing and post-production is definitely an attribute I think that would be in my favour. 5 years from now, I would say that I would... Well, I'd like to have a lot more work under my belt, obviously. I'd like to hone the skills that I've learned so far from this college course, and I'd like to be working, perhaps, definitely I'd like to be working in a part of a team, working on a feature film. When I was a child, I used to visit my nonna and granddad quite a lot, and they were the first people I ever knew to get Sky and Sky Movies. My granddad used to tape films for me and my brothers to watch. So every time I used to go to my granddad's, we'd sit down and watch films, and I got to see all sorts of films I'd never seen before. As a kid, for me, watching films was more about escapism and being taken to new places. But as I got older, I became more inquisitive, and then I wanted to know how these films were made. The first films that I really remember feeling like this were Shane Meadows films. Shane Meadows, coincidentally, used to live 2 streets down from my nonna and granddad. Where my love of film began. The locations I was seeing in Shane Meadows' films were locations that I recognised, places I'd been myself. Also, my accent was being used in films for the first time. And Shane Meadows' films seemed like something I could do myself. They seemed quite easy. You just need a good story and learn the trade, so this is what I wanted to do. I suppose you could say my granddad gave me my love of films, but I'd say that Shane Meadows definitely inspires me to go out and do it myself. When I first read this question, the first thing that came into mind is I imagine people thinking £20,000 special effects, make some special effects. That's not really what I'm into, to be fair. I'm more into your storylines, locations, nice shots. I've got a couple of ideas that I've had in my head for a few years for films. My friend's dad used to be in the Territorial Army, and he's served in a few conflicts, and he knows a lot of people that served in conflicts. Not a lot of people are doing anything to help these guys with post-traumatic stress disorder, and they're certainly suffering, and I'd like to make a film, something to do with that, even if it's a documentary about their struggle, so people understand what they're going through. And the £20,000 definitely you'd be able to get better equipment, you'll be able to get better locations, just make it look a more polished artefact in the end. Finally, I'd just like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to submit this interview and my film reel. I hope you like that as well. Sorry this isn't of better quality. I do fall to pieces this side of the camera, I'm afraid. I'm more at home the other side of the camera, but again, thank you very much for the opportunity, and I look forward to hearing from you and hopefully see you in September.